But when you come up in here, we got a problem because you too close to me. See, that's when it's the problem. You can say whatever you want all day. That's not going to bother me. But when you all up in here, we got a problem. And she probably dismissed the fact in that moment and blacked out like this ain't even a child no more. This is just some disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? SSA kid.
Yeah.
And I don't. It don't have to do. It probably don't have nothing to do with her having a bad day at home and bringing it to work. She just kind of blanked out, like I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I decided I didn't never want to work with kids because I used to want to. I did. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all would have been talking about me one day because I don't have the patience for it, and I'm very old school, and my mama didn't have the patience for it, and I still tried her. You know what I'm saying? But the way that girl act, she does that. That's what she does.
Yeah,
you know
that's definitely.
That's her everyday
you
behavior.
Just imagine what she do to her kids, though.
Who, the teacher?
Yeah.
Her kids probably not bad like that.
Your kids probably not bad like that.
That's probably why she's not even like used to that type of situation. Like her kids probably chill, so she probably like this child is tripping.
And she was way bigger than that little girl. She should have just grabbed her, like, you know what I mean? She didn't have to do all that.
She would have grabbed her and the girl still would have swung. Either way it goes, the teacher would have still been in the wrong. You see what I'm saying? There was no out for that situation. Once that girl went around that desk, demanding her phone on G mode, you know what I'm saying?
Going big.
She wouldn't even give her the chance to lift up the phone. Like she trying to lift up the phone and punch the numbers in. Like she was trying to de-escalate the situation. Girl came in her space. Like I'm not saying nobody's wrong in this situation. You a girl dad, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really discipline. Y'all let the mothers do it. I get it. Believe me, I know. Jesus, y'all make us the bad guys. But anywho, but I just feel like if that was my daughter, I would expect so much more and be so embarrassed, and I would just look at her on the floor like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Because you should have just gave her your goddamn phone and complained to me about it later. Because if you was right, I'm going to stand on it. I'm coming to your school and I have your back. You don't have to fight for yourself when you have a mother. If I had a child, I don't got kids. But if I did, they don't got to fight for themselves when it comes to these adults. If that fucking teacher was wrong, you could just tell me and I got you. You don't have to fight for yourself when it comes to an adult.
Here we go.
And then let's look at it from another perspective.
Maybe the child's mother was.
What's up, Bleak? We got Bleak in the building with the fan on.
What's going on? What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
What's up with you?
I'm good. Just out here trying to get it, that's all.
Yeah, word.
You know it.
Okay.
Doing a little overtime, get this money twice.
I know.
Get this money twice,
Get it twice, 3 times with Bleak Reality Podcast. He got a podcast.
You know it.
So he about to shake the table. What you got to say? I already know.
I ain't got nothing to say, but nah, but what y'all was talking about?
So we were just touching on the teacher and the, hold on, I play.
Man, these kids out of line. That's all it is. Out of line. Out of line. The teacher out of line too. You know why she out of line too? Because she should have had some drawers on. She out of line.
That's my only point I got to make about that too.
You know what I'm saying? She know better.
Just think about it. If she act like that with a group of girls and they jump her and she don't make it off the ground.
Yeah.
We gotta start looking at it from different perspectives. Like,
she learned
these
early
kids. These kids are killing each other. Look how she's acting with an adult.
Exactly.
Look what would happen to her if it was a group of girls. She probably wouldn't even get off the floor. You see what I'm saying? At least, the teacher. Okay. I'm not recanting what I said. The teacher ain't wrong. She just needed some panties on. But anyway,
she ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on.
On my dead grandparents, if I would have seen that video and saw my daughter on the floor, I would have been like, just get your goofy, you know what I'm saying? Get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
At this point, she handles you. Get up.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, if you going to school to teach, why you ain't got no drawers on?
That's the only question I have about the shit.
That's a real serious question, though. That's
literally the only one I got.
Like
a lot of people don't wear underwear, though. You know.
I get it.
Come on now.
But that's what I'm saying. At a school.
Not at the school though.
I had a romper on. I would have had some pants on, but
she was kind of thick too, though. You know,
I think when you look at it before, you couldn't see cheeks. I think it's till she fell forward and everything.
Oh yeah,
with her. You couldn't see.
I ain't gonna lie. That bend over joint be like. It's like an illusion. It's an illusion. Some women do got the illusion joint though. They do. I'm gonna keep it PG. For real.
Right, because for y'all who don't know, this is my uncle.
Oh,
you press. Oh my god. You
hey, I got a question though for y'all. Okay. And I don't want to like jump over. I don't mean to like come jump over different topics, but the Jonathan Majors thing.
We was about to switch anyway though, but
okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Talk about that. That's a good topic. Come on.
Right, I was about to say go ahead.
Because my concern is we know like typically, right? We know how like black men, black women, we already got a target on our back, right? Yeah. But it just seems real fishy. But he's just been dropped by his publicists and his like all his representatives, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they must know something. It got to be something bigger. And they say more people are coming out. More women are coming out with more abuse allegations. So I just wanted to know what y'all like felt about that. Because I just like before I jumped on here, my homeboy posted something on our podcast thing, and I was like,
I just seen it too. That's why I know what you're talking about. I literally was looking at it before we jumped on.
Right.
So now is more people coming out about allegations lined up for him, saying that he's abused. He has a past of abuse.
Yeah, supposedly, right? So I don't know. I'm just like, damn, like man, how fast someone's career could just tumble.
Right, over allegations. It don't even have to be proved fact. But when you black, it's fact regardless. I don't
think black people belong with Disney anyway. Look at all the Disney people grown up that's black. There's something wrong with them. And this is an adult.
There's
something wrong with Disney. Disney ain't for us.
Yeah. Something I don't know. Something is amiss with that. But either way, like I feel like this. If a man touches a woman anyway, it's like off with your head. Like, nah, it's no room for that. But if it's just allegations, like that's the shit that I'm looking at. Like we don't know, like I said, we don't know the facts. So until the facts come out, then like why would people like just
cut them off?
Exactly.
It's like for what? I don't like that neither. I do not like that neither. It's like anybody can come out and say anything about you, and then boom, your whole career is fucking ruined. And then they can even be proved a lie, and your career is still fucking ruined.
Yep. Yep.
Howdy, as a black man out here trying to get it, how you feel about what this brother going through? Is it? I mean, what you got?
I think it's all on how you carry yourself, because if you're on a platform like that, you gotta be careful what you do. I mean, you take for instance, look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon with Nickelodeon. Nick Cannon got like what, 13 baby mothers or something like that. But you don't hear no stupid, crazy stuff like that about him, and he's still going.
Oh, yes, you did. Y'all remember when his whole shit got canceled off his Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Uncle
Yeah. He did. They tried to cancel him. They did. They took him off.
They took his
took him
show
off.
from him and everything.
Yeah, they took everything. They took Wildin' out from him. He had to get that back. They took what is it? Was it America's? Was he on America's Got Talent or something? He's on one of those type of shows. Yeah,
it was America's Got Talent. They took him over.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, he was the host for the
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, they do, and he had to go and do this whole public apology tour.
The kiss the ring,
period.
Kiss the hand.
That shit.
Yeah, but when you doing stuff like that, you represent more than yourself. So certain stuff they ain't gonna let fly.
Yeah.
AKA the truth, because he ain't lie. I don't know if y'all knew what he got blackballed for, but he ain't lie.
That's true.
Pretty much. Every time someone does like stand up, it's like I don't know it's like we always just gotta bow down. And I don't know. Like fuck that.
Right.
Nah.
And Kanye did it. We called him crazy.
I'm really not. Like I know.
You gotta know your role. Build your own lane.
Why the fuck do we always gotta know our role? And I say that as our people, because I always be hearing that. Sorry, all right. She giving me the look. She's trying to do some of your shit. Fuck it. I'm not
like say for instance this podcast itself right here, right? If somebody get on here talking wow, okay, they got to go. Right? This is your platform, and if they doing something out of pocket, look, whether they white, Spanish, black, whatever, look, nah, we ain't going for that. You gotta go. And to get back on here, we need you to do this. Or you ain't getting back on here. That's why you gotta build your own lane. You gotta build your own legacy.
Not
you agree.
Smart. Use your brain.
Yeah.
What about these kids fighting these teachers? Trina, you're late.
Nah,
these kids need whooping.
We gotta fight back. We gotta fight back.
No, I feel like that too. Like
you gotta fight back.
Like everybody, a lot of people just scared, and I do get it because of what happens when you do come out, man.
Or just have you some little hitters in the cut. Get your little nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do got some grimy niggas that owe me favors.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
I wish it was more that we could do for these new generations, because it's really sad. You know what I'm saying? Like they soulless.
Yeah,
it's like they don't have no
soul. Need to go to jail.
We got somebody.
Hold the parents accountable.
Yeah,
start
for
holding
real.
These parents accountable. Maybe they'll tighten up.
Got to. Kids gotta be held accountable.
Yeah.
These kids these days, they got it so different. They got it so sweet. Like look at COVID. They was like, I was looking at my nieces and my nephews. They was zooming. How y'all zooming school? Like we could literally be in school like this right now. We're in school
right now, right?
Yeah.
Like but that is the thing. Ain't it funny how I go from we was just saying they was just saying that about us, like these kids now we saying.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how. I mean, I'm 35, and I just remember life being different.
Yeah.
Like, I actually feel bad for my black son because he's 15 years old, and it's a lot of things I do not let him do. Right. Because I try to explain to him, like, everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't have your best interests at heart.
Right.
And he's a gentle giant. He's a Libra, so they got them, those big hearts, and they understand everything, and they fit. And I get it.
Shout out to the
Libras. But that Cap Sun and Cap Moon in me is like, if these horns come out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not marching. You know what I'm going to jail.
I said these kids need to go to jail.
Parents need to go to jail too.
Everybody, this to them all. Like they doing that soul searching.
I don't understand how you carry your child for 9 months, give birth to them, and then you just give up.
Or be scared of them.
Well, a lot of it has to do with just the world that they coming up in, And the world that we came up in, our parents or even our and trust me, even for my generation, it was a lot different. But the generations that we come from, our parents was least like in our lives to a degree, or we had people that was in our lives. But now they have so much access to um so many different like avenues because of technology. So they could literally jump on like these phones, to be honest, and these devices are raising our kids. And I think we fail to realize how much influence the world really has on our kids. For instance, right? Maryland, I think Idaho, California, um, I think New Hampshire, a few others, right? School districts within these states are suing Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok because of the because of the toxic algorithms in which these devices are playing into the mental health of our children. So we are seeing it. Like we are seeing it on a day-to-day basis when how kids react to even to us, the conversation that we're having. Kids are exposed to. Think about this. I remember y'all might be old enough. I'm probably older than everybody in here, but I remember when I remember when I was about 18, 19 years old, maybe a little bit younger. There used to be these videotapes or DVDs. They was called Faces of Death, right? Now, I remember vividly all these different things that happened on these tapes, which was always showing people either getting murdered or people getting hit by trains, stuff like that, right? But think about that. You had to go to pretty much to the DVD man, which is like the black market, to get access to something that no one is really seeing. Kids can literally see that stuff every day on their phones. Y'all see it like I see it. So we're seeing more death. We're seeing more news, and anything that in the media, if it bleeds, it leads. Those algorithms are now being pointed to our children. So it desensitizes them to repercussions. It desensitizes them to any type of punishment. They if you notice our kids, they're not. It's either they're very very timid or they're not scared at all.
Right.
So it's kind of developing two type of people out here. And now you seeing it. We're seeing it now. People, this thing about like the mass shootings. People they're not scared of going to nowhere and just shooting up any random place. Because there's no repercussions for it. You know what I mean? It is, but it ain't. And so it's like they get made to be a star just to do that shit.
Right. They normalize everything. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I think. I mean, even with the best parents out there that's trying, I think as far as technology going so fast and so rapidly, it's taking parents a little bit more time. I mean, to catch up to because you want to give your child a phone, right?
Right.
You want to know you're safe. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to be able to communicate you. It's a crazy world, but they're not paying attention to, they on this social media. How do I mean, a lot of parents, they probably not even know. So half the platforms, they don't even really know. I mean, now everybody is getting on, you know what I'm saying? I see 60-year-olds got TikToks, but I'm just saying I think it's a slow, I think, we just got to tighten up and we got to keep having these conversations.
So that just means parents need to start parenting, because a lot of these social networks are starting to have parental controls where they can watch what their child does, how long they've been on it, who they've been talking to, what they've been talking about, and all that stuff. They just don't utilize it because they want to quote unquote act like they don't know technology themselves, or they just really just don't care. And I feel like if they take that extra step and actually utilize those protocols that these social networks do have in place, it will be better. So that's kind of a parent fault. Like, parents need to start parenting.
What I've noticed with having a teenager too, even though he's a boy, like I have I track everywhere he goes with his phone. He plays pretty much every sport. That's the only thing I really let him do outside of school. I hate that I have to do it like that, but that's the world we live in.
But hey, parent got a parent.
And then it's like, if I feel like a teacher has to hit me up about grades, because it's really a grade thing for me too. I put that timer back on that phone So it's like by the time you get back in from a meet and that I couldn't go to or school, your phone turns off at 8:30. Period.
Right.
You can't use it. My daughter went to TikTok. She's 8. Never. Sorry. You can't have that. We can do a TikTok together, but you can't have that. You know, it's I don't know. It's just I don't know. I know they think like, oh, she's so mean or whatever, and I really don't care. Like,
but in the long run, they're gonna appreciate that.
Well, I actually talked to them and explained to them.
I'm saying in the long run, they're gonna appreciate it.
I feel like if you're gonna take something away or you're going to put these strict rules on them, at least explain to them why.